My dear little Adele.
You have to know that I love you very much. My name is Victor. I am Elena's husband.
And
Okay.
Elena, and we've been married for 9.5 years.
Yes.
We met in 2008, and we actually were both attending the wrong singles ward. We just saw each other once, and he looked me up on Facebook, and we talked only once, and he asked me to go to a BYU football game with him. And 5 days after we went on our first date, we were engaged. And then 3 months later, we were married. We decided we wanted to have children right away. We didn't want to really wait. And so we didn't try not to stop having a kid. And it wasn't happening. 3 years into the marriage, we found out that I was having some issues. And we went and tried to take care of that. And it took 5 years later to get it all worked out. And when we finally worked out my issues, we were still not getting pregnant. And then we had to get him tested, and we found out both of us have issues. It was about 7 years into our marriage, and we found out we couldn't have kids. We had to do in vitro.
It gets like frustrating.
Yes.
It gets frustrating and also very tiring. You know, I was so kind of like sometimes I felt frustrated with Elena, because then that I put in my mind, this is never gonna happen. See, and I don't think we will ever have kids. It was beautiful also to know that when we went to the hospital to talk to the experts with IVF, and they gave us that hope, you know, and they were actually asking Elena, but you're too young. You know, and it was like, you know,
we don't usually see people your age in here.
They said that we don't see people your
They're
age.
all in their
They're
30s.
over 30s. They're over 30s to do this kind of stuff. And we said, well, I am over 30, so is that enough? And they said, yeah, I think we can do it. And then after they did all the testing, and they realized that, yeah, I think you two need to do this process.
They told us that on our own, it was like a 1 in 2 million chance that we would get pregnant. We were saving up money for 6 years to have a baby, and there were a couple times he broke his arm and all the money went to surgery for his arm, or something would happen, and we would have to spend the money that we had saved up to do other medical things. And so we saved up the money probably 4 or 5 times before we actually could use the money for what we wanted to use it for.
To work with IVF is very complicated. Not from the men's side, it's from the women's side. So it's all about women. It's hurtful, it hurts a lot. We had to have some shots in the morning and in the evening, and those shots were very big. Then it's a whole process.
So to decide to do IVF, even though we had lots of health risks, it actually took a lot of decision, because originally the doctor wouldn't let us do it because I was overweight. I was about 110 pounds overweight, and he told me that it would be nearly impossible for me to get pregnant if we did IVF. So he actually refused me, which I kind of was upset about. We never went back to that doctor again because I just felt like that was rude. So the first step in getting me prepared health-wise was to lose the weight. And that took about 2 years of me diet and exercise, and I went and had a surgery done to help me get into the right space, because I also, with my infertility, I have what is called PCOS. And basically your body takes whatever kind of sugar you eat, whether it's sugar from fruit or sugar from bread or sugar from pasta and turns it immediately into fat instead of energy. And so it took a lot of trial and error and lots of trainers and lots of diets to finally lose 110 pounds. And I was finally ready to proceed with the other health risks. I just knew that even though it was something that could potentially be really harmful to my body and be really hard on my body, I've always wanted to be a mom. I've always wanted to have children. And so for me, it wasn't really a matter of, my life. No, my life wouldn't be my life without children. And without children with him. Whew. So I knew that despite all those health risks, I was going to do it anyways.
Personally, I wanted Elena to experience the whole pregnancy. That's what she wanted. Initially, we were thinking about adopting a kid, and we tried to adopt a kid, and for some reason, things didn't work out. But then I started realizing and understanding the meaning of having a baby once I saw the implant and seeing Elena's belly growing and growing. That's when I start kind of developing that love of a father.
So that's your uterus we're looking at right there. Okay. And this, I'm going to measure the lining of the uterus. So it's 7.8. This is the top of it, actually.
Okay.
And I'm going to go this way. And that's 7 centimeters. Okay. And your left ovary.
This one right there.
Right there, good. You are really good. You ought to be an ultrasonographer.
I think I've seen my ovaries too many times.
And those little black spots are potential eggs.
Oh, okay. Babe, I'm freaking out just a little bit.
Por isso que eu falei.
Okay, do you have the alcohol swab ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't know if I can do it.
No, they just go like that. Go like that and pinch it.
I don't know if I can do it, Victor.
Pinch it. Pinch it, babe.
I am pinching it. I don't know if I can do it.
No, just do it, babe.
Can you do it?
It's better.
But I can't do it. Seriously, you're gonna have to do it.
Yeah, I told you because you don't need
Just
to
straight in. I can't watch.
No, it's very thin. You.
Okay, maybe I don't know. I don't know what to do.
No, do I need to take this or that's how it goes?
No, that's how it goes.
Okay.
But we,
Don't look at it, Elena.
Yeah.
Don't look at it. Okay? Let me do it.
are you in? Okay.
Yeah.
Slowly, slowly, slowly. Ow, 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 ow.
Oh, well.
É subcutâneo. Subcutâneo.
Okay, wait. Okay, wait. Okay, now take out.
That's it.
I can't watch.
Don't see it, babe. Don't see it. Okay?
Close your eyes, Elaine.
All the way down, all the way down. Okay. You're good. Take it out.
Yeah, but it's not going all the way down.
It's not supposed to.
And not you can.
I'm coming.
Slowly.
Slowly, I'm doing it slowly as well. Relax. Relax.
Breathe.
It's slowly.
Breathe.
Seriously?
Relax.
Do you prefer
Relax.
it slowly?
That you're
But
supposed to do it slow.
need to be.
That's it.
Ah, seriously?
Done. It was easy, babe.
No, this one hurts.
I can become a doctor. You guys, I told you. This is so easy for me.
So glad that this is easy for you.
Mhm. She suffers the pain,
You need to.
and I
white
enjoy giving her the
Wait,
pain.
what?
No, I'm not. I don't
White
enjoy giving her the pain to my needs.
Yeah, you don't love me.
Oh, don't say that. She's recording. What are your kids gonna say? Mom said that you don't love her. I'm gonna cut part of that video.
No. Oh, they need to see all of this because you think it's so fun to just sit there and poke me.
It is fun.
Okay.
It is so fun to poke you.
Look his face.
He's like
This
happy
is your
about
dad.
it. He's
Crazy
like happy
dad.
about it. Hold this.
I hold this.
Okay, let me.
This is your
One,
mommy.
12. Okay.
Suffer, mommy.
I'm suffering.
Suffer,
Yeah.
mommy. Poor
It's your
mommy.
great mom.
Okay, you did that
Oh,
here.
mommy.
Where did you do it here?
I don't know. I don't see
I
anything
don't
there.
remember. It's okay. Just
Did
put
you
it in.
sweet the side?
Yeah, it was this side
Ah,
last night. Okay.
Okay. Are you ready? Oh, look
No,
at
I'm-
that, babe. Look at that. Don't move. Don't move. Don't move.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's sing La cucaracha, la
La
cucaracha.
I hate cockroaches so bad.
That's it.
I freaking hate this stuff.
But you don't.
You
hate
pushed
me.
it all the way down, right? To
It
zero.
says 0.
And we're
Very
done.
good. Very good.
Day two. Day two. You know, if you were a real doctor, you would have washed your hands for 6 minutes. I'm serious.
Wash your hands again.
Like dancing. Let's wash my hands.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. What are you doing? You wouldn't want that Bella or Bobby to drink.
No, but I don't know what I just did.
No, but you was
Because
just
there was a
little.
big hole. No, but it was more because I'm supposed to have 1 mil.
Oh my cake.
Just draw a little.
Yeah.
Day 3, guys. We've got this, right? Day 3. Back to the first side.
Yeah. I have to move a little bit here.
Why?
Because I need to move like. No, don't move, Elena. Don't move. You don't move. I move.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready? Don't look at this.
Slow, slow. Oh, this one burns. Oh, it hurts so bad. Oh my gosh, no, stop. Ow, 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 ow. Is it done? Oh, that one hurts the worst.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Now that I know about it, it sucks so bad. Ugh. Okay, 1 shot down. The last to go. It hurts really bad today.
It's 112.
Yeah.
Okay, don't move. You don't move, babe. And look at another place, babe. Okay. Okay. Was 0 or none?
Yeah, it's at 0. All right, day 3 conquered.
3 day Dr. Victor.
I'm gonna die, guys. Day number 4 of shots, and I have the biggest headache you could ever have. I'm sure that is a side effect, and I don't want to do this, but I'm gonna do it because I want children. And child, if you were watching this, I really did love you, and I really do love you, and this is why I'm doing this. Your father is in the car outside, coming in. We're gonna do this.
Are you ready? Okay.
Victor, you make this so. I don't like you.
Talk to your kids, please. Kids, See this? Your dad. Crazy dad.
Hey, Papi! Hi, Papi!
I actually look beautiful today.
Little kids, your mom is
Oh,
beautiful
there we know
every
in
day.
your
Yeah,
surgery?
your mother cooks
doesn't matter.
very
It
well.
matters.
Yeah.
You
You
are
guys
gonna
need
eat-
to remind her
Yeah?
every day.
Yeah. Look what she did for you.
Ow, 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 ow.
She's
Ow, 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 ow.
She did our
Now she's gonna sing
Are you done?
to you. For you.
Oh.
One.
One down, two more
Dr.
to go.
Victor. I said it's over. To 500, right? And then
Gosh,
to go
I
to
hope
0,
not.
like. No bubble?
No problem, Pop. Let me.
I don't see anything, Elena. Oh, yeah, there is something there. No, you this way. Like that.
What do you mean?
Yeah. Are you ready?
I
No, look
can't.
at that, babe.
Ow.
That's it.
I'm done. Day 4.
Done.
Woohoo!
Dr. Victor, Dr. Victor.
Here we go. Day 5. I can do it myself today, maybe.
Yoo-hoo! You can do it.
Oops. Gosh. Okay. I can't watch.
You're
Okay,
so
1,
brave.
2, 3.
Ooh.
Perfect. 1 down. 1 to go.
Today is day 5.
Day 5.
Woohoo!
Getting crazy. 24 follicles in one ovary, 14 follicles in the other. My ovaries might explode, but we're doing good.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of follicles. Alright.
You need to mix day.
Mm-hmm. One is a powder, one is a liquid. So I just mix them together.
Mm-hmm.
And then this one's the one that hurts.
Oh. The other is fine.
The other one, I don't feel anything ever.
Oh,
But this
cool.
one, I feel. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I don't like this. It hurts. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. We're almost done. Okay, done. Woohoo! Day 5. Yay!
Yay!
That one hurts so bad.
She's very brave.
Alright. Ouch! Okay. Day 6 of injections. Here we go.
You're
Yoo-hoo!
Don't look at that, look at that.
Dr. Victor.
Victor?
There was a big bubble.
Okay.
What do you mean that it's okay?
Go fast.
No, don't.
No, don't.
Because it hurts more when it's faster.
Uh,
Ow! I don't want to do this anymore.
Okay.
Okay. No.
Is that for the video or what?
Yeah, no, that's like legit.
the video? That's legit. You're
Legit.
just making it up for the video.
Am I? Am I?
Yeah.
Didn't I tell you just before that I didn't want to do this?
Mommy is making it up.
Ay. This is gonna be so fun to watch this when they are like grown.
With 2 babies like,
Yeah.
mommy.
I swear every day I think it gets worse.
You want it, you get it.
Move.
So then look at that, mommy. Okay? You ready?
Yeah.
Oh, my hip, sorry.
What are you trying to do? Jeez,
You're trying to kill me today.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Did you hear that, Tree?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, babe.
He's so mean. Okay, we did it. So,
Whoa.
only 2 or 3 more days.
We did it.
You ready?
Yeah, but don't see it, man. Okay. You ready? Don't see it.
You went slow.
You want me to go faster the next time?
No. Ow. 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 Ow.
This time I went like soft. Yeah.
Why do you have to twist it? Don't twist it. What day are we on?
Today?
Day 8, right? Or 9
Of what?
of this whole process.
No idea. You are control.
We're on day 8. Yes, 8. Because this would be 1 week since I started STEM, so 8. And I'm tired and exhausted. And we're here to do an ultrasound. Again. So, let's have fun. Day 8. Let's do this. Today was our second ultrasound, and they said I could trigger sometime this week, probably tomorrow. That'll be fun. And the needle is huge. Whoops. Oh. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I can't do it. Okay, 1, 2. Ow. I'm so over this. Can we be done? Okay. Ooh, I'm really bleeding this time. Ow. What the freak? Every time I keep bleeding more and more. I don't know what happened. Okay, hold on. Day 9 of injections. Hopefully our last day. We'll see tomorrow. Okay.
I'm improving. I'm getting.
No,
better.
he's getting worse.
Okay.
Because he starts to turn it.
Elena, don't see ya. You're killing me. It hurts so bad. Oh, I didn't bleed. This morning I bled so This time
bad.
I did it better.
That just means that you didn't
Me,
bleed.
the doctor.
Dr.
Dr. Ochoa. Hey, look at that. Hey, don't move your hands here,
I
okay?
talk a little bit with everyone and my dad and my mom.
Why do you have to turn it in my belly? He's trying to kill me.
But it's not gonna bleed, babe. I did fantastic.
Did you do it to 0?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
I'm
Alright,
good.
yay! Maybe one
Fantastic,
day.
fantastic.
Woohoo!
Awesome.
Awesome.
You all love me.
Everybody loves. Day 10. This should be my last citrotide shot.
Woohoo!
We'll see. This actually is. We'll see today at the doctor's if it's my actual last.
You have to make sure that your
My
levels
eggs
are
are big
certain.
enough. I hate that I do it every time. Okay, ready?
Hey, why are you taking pictures of it?
I have to. I want to. 1, 2.
Bye. Go.
Ow, 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 ow.
Done.
Done. Yay! We're on day 10. This is our last day of Menopur and Gonal F before we have our trigger shot tonight at 6 o'clock, and we're going to stop. And we're gonna have retrieval on Thursday. Yay!
My kids are gonna see. That is so much fun. Okay, you choose the spot. That spot, mommy?
Yep, right there.
75?
Yes, because I don't have enough for 112.
Okay, but don't touch me here, okay?
Ouch. Okay, one more. With the same thing.
35?
Yep.
Why?
Because it equals 112.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Okay. So don't look at this. Are you ready?
Yep. Ow. So. Ow, what are you doing?
I'm actually.
Ow.
I'm going to smoke, mommy.
Ow. Oh, 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 oh. Why is it hurting so much today? Ow.
No bleeding. It's all fine.
You do it all the way?
Yeah, all the way.
Woo! Yay, trigger shot tonight. He's a freak. All right, here's the trigger shot. Mateos is gonna do it for me because Victor is at the doctor's and I'm gonna die. I really am. I'm gonna die.
It's easy.
I don't want to do it. Just there. It doesn't matter. Don't tell me though, okay?
No. Let me see here.
How many?
You're supposed to stretch. Remember?
No,
How
no,
many
no,
dots?
Relax.
Are you
Not this
sure?
way.
No, they said on the video it says
This way?
stretch.
Okay.
Yeah, like that. Oh! Ow! Ow! Ow!
Oh wow, it's the sound the dog.
I don't want to do this. Ow! Ow!
It's the
Mm.
in Portuguese.
How close are we? Are we almost done?
Yeah. Don't worry.
No blood? We're good?
No
No,
blood.
hold on.
No blood.
I have this. Here. Do you need this?
Yeah,
That's it.
It's fine.
We're done?
Yeah.
I told you, you didn't.
Is it bleeding?
No.
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Oh, we're done. Okay, now we just I have to do this one and then we're good. Thank you, Mateos.
Okay.
Do you wanna hit
Oh my gosh, that
See? Easy.
actually it wasn't that bad. I scared myself.
I told you.
I really did
Hurts?
scare. It did hurt. The first
One.
part, yes, but after, no.
But
All right, last one. Here we go.
Woo-hoo.
And then
see,
you have a
while
chicken.
you
Yeah, but they say that you have to.
the same.
Here, one,
Easy.
2, 3. I don't want to do it. Okay, 1, 2.
Do you wanna want to do?
I can't do it.
Mama.
I can't do it. I can't do it. Okay.
This is easier.
Quick, just straight in. Ah. Perfect. Awesome. Thank you. We're done. We're done. Oh, it hurts so bad. That one hurts. Yay.
There is a process what is it's called retrieval, and that's actually a whole process to get the women's eggs. She was very sensitive to that she could also have died during that process. It was very sensitive. I was there the day that she had the retrieval. The doctor said that they were able to collect 13 eggs. But when I saw Elena told me that it was very painful. How do you feel, ma'am?
In a lot of pain. And hungry.
From 1 to 10?
9.
9. So it's very painful.
It's like a really bad period cramp.
Yeah.
And I remember after retrieval, I don't think I could walk. We went to Walmart, right? And I had to get the little scooter because I couldn't walk because it was very painful. I felt like someone had taken like a whisk and put it inside me and whisked my insides around. And it was pretty awful.
Then I had to start with the process of the hospital had to collect the sperms, and then they mixed that up with eggs, and we were able to have 7 embryos out of the 13 eggs. But out of the 7 embryos, 5 died. So we were able to keep 2. Out of those 2, one was the strongest one, and the other is not as strong as the first one, who is a Dao, but the other one is still actually being frozen at the hospital, and then we decided to go for the strongest one just to try without. So if they said if that didn't work, then there was nothing else we can do, and start with a whole cycle of IVF again. So imagine the whole cycle of IVF. We can put Elena's life in risk.
2-3 days later, we're looking at, they usually do a 5-day transfer. So 5 days after you do retrieval, they transfer the embryo back into you. And I got a condition called OHSS, ovarian hyperstimulation syndrome, which is basically your ovaries are supposed to be the size of almonds, and mine were both the size of grapefruits. And if they would have gotten any bigger, they could have burst, and that would have killed me. And so I remember sitting in bed for about 3-4 days, and I finally called the doctor because I looked 6 months pregnant. And I was really bloated, and I couldn't move, and I couldn't eat anything. I couldn't drink anything. We went into the hospital, and they had to put me on an IV and take blood draws, and they had to give me shots to, again, take in my belly. We thought we were done with those. To basically stop the swelling. Unfortunately, when that happens, you can't do a transfer. So this started in May. May was supposed to be our transfer. And I was devastated. I was so mad that they were not going to let me transfer. I actually was like, are you sure we can't transfer? And they said, if you transfer, there's a likelihood that the baby will die and you will die. And I was really, really upset.
But Elena wanted the transfer to happen.
I actually went home.
We discussed
crying
about it, right? And you were very frustrated.
Yes.
She wanted the transfer to happen right away. So if you have that condition, then you have to wait to start the cycle again for the implant. Mm-hmm. So that means more shots.
More shots. So I didn't want to do that. So after I healed about a month, we started the whole process again. And this time we wouldn't have to do retrieval. We would just prepare my body to receive an embryo. And which is still about the same amount of shots.
But it's still the same, but it's not just at any day. The body has to be ready. So, and they let you know when your body is ready. If it is not ready, you have to start all over again with the whole process.
So in July, we were on our second round of IVF, or frozen IVF is what they call it, FET, frozen embryo transfer. And we started doing it, and I had a bad reaction to a medicine, and we couldn't
do it. Then we were ready. And then it was Elena's birthday in September, and I said,
round.
Elena, let's go to Cancun. We're gonna have fun there in Cancun for your birthday. And then yes, and then we went to Cancun. But once we were in Cancun, her sister calls and tells Elena that, there is this virus in the Caribbean countries. And there is a virus in Cancun called Zika. And Elena freaked out during her vacation time. And
as I'm taking shots
she
on vacation.
I remember in the car you start crying, like you were like crying really bad. And then I said, Elena, everything is gonna be all right. Then Elena said, no, I'm gonna actually mail my OBG, right?
Yes.
So, and Elena sent her an email. And then she responds right away, and she said, I'm sorry, you have to stop again and start all over again.
So
imagine, and then that means more shots.
So our third time of IVF, or of shots to prepare for IVF, we had to stop and do again. So here comes November, and I tell Victor, we're not going anywhere. We're not doing anything. We are doing this. And so we started the shots again. And they made a date for our transfer, which was November 20th.
Day 1 of for real doing this transfer for injections.
And I brought all the sinks and stuff then inside the garage.
Cool.
The only thing I couldn't
Victor,
do
why
is...
are we talking about this? We're just recording in your
Oh, kill the mice.
Oh, we have to kill the mice that are in our... We're killing the mice before you get here, I promise. I don't want to.
That was fast. That was quick and good.
For you. Yay! Day 1 done. Woohoo! Day 2! Do. He always does that and I hate it actually, but it's okay. Alright, let's do this. Wait, it's not dry yet. Okay, 1, go.
Ready, mommy?
No, go.
Are you ready?
Yep, fast. Ouch! That hurt. I don't love it. I don't love it, but I want to have you.
Today, number
3.
3. Day number 3.
I really want it to be done already. This hurts. Alright.
This way, baby. This way, please. This way.
Okay, just do it, please.
Mwah.
We're late already, just do it.
Okay, yeah, ready?
Go. Oh, babe, that one hurts.
No, that was easy. That was actually one of the fastest.
That one hurts.
One of the fastest. Okay, we did it.
Day 4.
Day 4.
Yay, not excited.
My chiquitita is not excited today. She's so sad because she missed her driving class for having a ticket. So you never get a ticket, okay? You ready, mommy? 1, 2, 3.
Ow.
That's it. That was fast. Okay.
Done. Woohoo. Day number 5. 5.
5.
I forgot to get it ready. Why do you keep doing stuff like that?
I don't know.
Okay.
Dry or not dry?
I'm ready, go. It's getting worse every day. Alright, done. Daddy leaves.
November 20th finally came in. We were really, really excited the week of Thanksgiving. And we were super, super, super excited. And they were going to do the transfer that day.
We're pulling up for transfer. I'm kind of nervous. I'm really excited. It's crazy. It's happening. I have to pee like so bad because you're supposed to have a full bladder, but today we get impregnated. Yes. Let's see if it sticks. So exciting. Ready for this? We're gonna go in. We're here.
At a certain time, 24 hours before you do the embryo implant, we had the big shot in my back, the big one, and it was really thick. And so we go in and we get there about 6:45 so that we can do it at 7:15 the transfer. Yeah. And so we get in there and I'm all sprawled out.
So this is the transfer room. We have Wanda, and they're gonna show us our embryo on there. And then you come around and you basically have a light. And hi, Victor. You can talk.
I am ready to see this.
And I'm basically butt naked from the waist down, and I'm cold. It's kind of cold in here. They gave me some socks. And warm blankies. So we're ready.
They're pressing on me with an ultrasound machine. I have to go to the bathroom so bad.
Yeah, your blood is very full.
It is very full.
And then I've got an embryologist, a nurse, and a doctor, all with catheters and tubes and this and that all up in me.
Ready for the transfer. The day of the implant, we were able to see the embryo, which we have a picture here. See, and this is our little baby. That's it. This is
a little embryo.
Yes. So, the day they implanted, I knew it will be a boy. I knew it. And I was making fun of that because they said, yeah, I can see the penis there. You know, it was so funny, but I knew that it was actually, it's going to be a boy. I knew it.
When they show on the screen the embryo as they suck it up into the tube, I just was so emotional because it was real. It was going to happen.
That's the embryo.
That's the embryo, and it's starting to hatch out of its shell. That's,
So that's
a good,
good.
sign.
Okay.
That's a good sign.
Look, Victor, look. They're gonna suck it up. And here it comes.
They come in, the embryologist, and they basically just turkey baste this embryo into you. And then they go, okay, we're going to check and see if the embryo actually left the tube, and then we'll let you go. And I thought, wow, it's so easy. Like that was so easy to me because it wasn't like a big deal. They didn't make it feel like a big deal.
Big black hair is your bladder.
Okay.
This is your uterus. The white line in the middle is your lining, and a little X is there near where the embryo was placed with the teardrop of fluid.
And so they go check the tube, and they go, okay, you have your embryo implanted. You can put your clothes back on. You can go to the bathroom and leave.
The day of the implant, it was beautiful, Ben, because you were able to see the embryo, and they are implanting the embryo there. And then you know when you exactly are getting pregnant.
And they said, okay, 10 days later, you'll come back and we'll check if you're pregnant. Okay. So we left and we kind of just went about our day, and it was weird. The funny thing is my parents were in town for Thanksgiving, and we went to a mall, and I was sitting there and I was just eating something little. It was a salty something, so I didn't think anything of it. And I had morning sickness then hit me. And I was like, that was only 2 days later. And I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was exciting. That's what I decided. And I said, let's go and do the test.
Well, I called him and I was like, oh my gosh, I just had morning sickness. And he's like, really?
Because that's exactly what I was saying, is that you wanted to experience pregnancy.
And I was so happy when I had morning sickness.
Yes. And now you are complaining, when am I going to have the baby?
Well, now I just want my baby out.
She always went out now.
One day we're out and about, and we were in an Indian restaurant, and we were eating food, and I just was so... Every day I was just so nauseous, and I was like, this has got to be it. And I kind of was wondering if my mind was playing tricks on me. I just literally ate 2 bites, and I was like, I can't eat anymore.
Yeah, I remember that day.
It was super nauseous. So he looked at me, and he goes, we're going to get a pregnancy test right now. So we went into the Harmons across the street, and we were hoping that we'd buy a pregnancy test, and there'd be a family restroom, and we would just do it together.
There was no family restroom.
No family restroom.
So then I just grabbed the water cup.
The soup cup.
The soup cup, right?
Yeah.
And I just grabbed
like this big of
and
one.
I said, Elena, just go to the bathroom and pee.
And then bring your pee out.
Yes,
and we'll take it to the car.
Then we did it in the car. In the car
So we took the pee out.
We tested.
And I just kept thinking, please, no one bump me. Like, that's so gross.
We're doing a pregnancy test in the car.
We're doing a pregnancy test in the car. Elena pee in the bathroom of Harmon's. And we bought the pregnancy test and see if Elena is pregnant.
We open up the pregnancy test and we read it, make sure that we know how to do this exactly.
Here is the pee. A little disgusting, but that's the only way that we can know if Elena is pregnant.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, now we wait a few minutes.
And then I told him, oh, by the way, it's going to take up to 3 minutes. And he goes,
I was very excited. I didn't want to wait.
3 minutes?
I don't want to wait a few minutes? I thought it was like automatic.
Look, it tells it.
Oh, wow.
I hope I did that right. Oh my gosh, it's thinking. It's killing me.
So what is he going to say? you're pregnant or you're not pregnant?
It'll say yes or no.
It's gonna say yes or no?
Yep. Yes, positive, no, negative.
Wow, yes positive, no negative.
So we'll see.
Hi, I'm a
How
little
long does
excited.
it take? 3 minutes.
3 minutes?
3 minutes. We're gonna
Oh
be here
my
for
goodness,
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
We're supposed to wait until Saturday to get a pregnancy test.
Yeah, but Elena always is very
I'm not the one that wanted it. You did.
impatient. Always.
You did.
Kind of the piece is stinking, no?
I know. It smells so bad.
It is.
I told you my pee stinks since we've been on the progesterone. So.
Show me that. It says yes or no. Oh, it says yes or no, plus a negative.
Yeah. But it says it will start blinking. It'll start blinking. The clock will blink 30 seconds after the urine applied, and to indicate the test is working. So it is working. My gosh.
Oh my goodness. I thought it was
This is
gonna
gonna
be
take
like just
forever.
5 seconds and we know.
Oh. I kind of don't want to look at it because I feel like if I look at it, it like will not happen. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. We'll see.
Oh my gosh.
Woo, 2 minutes now. 1 more minute. 60 seconds to know if Elena is pregnant.
This is killing me. Killing me. You do realize that we're supposed to test like a pregnancy test in the morning, right? Not in the middle
So
of
it
the
might
day.
not be accurate?
I don't know.
So why didn't you say so then?
Don't get upset. If
No,
you're
I'm not
really
getting
pregnant,
upset.
people you can take a pregnancy test at any time.
Oh. If
They
you're
just say
really
for the
pregnant.
best results. Oh my gosh, it's taking forever.
15 seconds.
Wow, that's according to our clock. Maybe it takes longer.
Yes!
Oh my god!
Yes!
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
We're pregnant! We're pregnant!
Oh my gosh!
Wow, we're pregnant, man! We are pregnant! We are pregnant!
Oh my gosh!
So good! We are pregnant!
Oh my god!
That's so good! We are pregnant! I got very emotional at that moment.
It was beautiful. It was probably, I'm sure that there was people walking around us. I'm sure they heard us screaming in our car and we're like, what is going on? But
Well,
it was,
those emotions come up after waiting for almost 10 years. I think Elena spent thousands of dollars with pregnancy tests telling me every month that she was pregnant, she was pregnant. But it never happened. Until that day, when she told me, oh, I have this nausea, then I was in my mind, in my natural man, thinking like, this is probably another one, but I will just let her do it. But I kind of had a little more hope that day. And when it happened, I couldn't believe it. I was like, we're pregnant. I couldn't believe we're pregnant.
yes.
That was beautiful.
I don't think we waited 5 minutes to call every family
Yes.
member we had.
My family,
knew,
yes.
To make sure they knew we were pregnant. We called my parents and his sisters and brothers and my sister. We were just all over the place.
We were
so
very excited, yes.
At 6 weeks pregnant was the first time we were able to hear our baby's heartbeat. And my parents were in town. And we went into the doctors and they, did the ultrasound. And I think both of us were like sobbing, hearing his heartbeat and knowing there's a baby in there and seeing his little body. And it was beautiful. So we got to see the baby before most people see their babies.
There's baby. Look. Oh my gosh, there it is.
It's so beautiful.
You can see that little heartbeat.
Oh.
The heartbeat. Look at that heartbeat, Elena.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a boy, definitely. It's a boy.
Heart rate's going 165 beats per minute, and that's right in that good range.
How much?
165 beats per minute.
Oh, that's a boy.
You can see baby's
That's
forehead.
a boy.
That's baby's hand right on top of baby's nose.
Oh, no.
Really? So he's got his hand up. He's like mommy. Look
Look at that, how beautiful, Victor.
Your little profile. You can see that forehead. Baby's nose. That hand is still a little bit right there. Mouth. That chin is tucked on baby's chest. Baby's back coming around, and then that cute little belly.
Look at that.
You can see both of those hands.
Look
So we
at
have one right
that.
there, and then that's umbilical cord, that like pulsing. But then that's the other hand, so it's just right in front of baby's face.
He's
Both
sleeping
of
like
them.
how I sleep.
Both of those legs up in the air.
Oh, so cute. Today we're gonna find out your gender. Super excited. Look at that little belly. Super excited to find out what you are. Are going to find out the gender of our baby. We're super excited. This little one, we're gonna find out what you are today. So exciting.
A boy, for sure.
Yeah, Vic Daddy says it's a boy.
Machazo, como su padre.
And I think it's a boy too, but you never know. So we're gonna go to Futa Photos and find out if it's a boy or a girl. Yay! So exciting. Here we go. Baby Ochoa, let's see.
Turn up the brightness a little bit. So there's
Hi,
baby.
He's a baby.
There's that front face.
Look at that. It's getting so big. Last time we were here, he was still looking like an alien.
I knew it will be a boy for sure.
But it took a long time to find
His gender.
his gender.
Yes.
He is apparently very bashful. Adao likes to keep his legs crossed. He likes
He's
to
very
cover
private.
his face.
He's very
He
private.
doesn't want anybody to
And
see
shy.
anything
Yes.
that he doesn't want to show. So we are sitting on the ultrasound table for maybe an hour and a half. And she's jiggling him, and I'm turning this way and turning that way. And Victor's like, is he going to show us? You know, is he
Because
gonna
he was
show us?
crossing his legs.
Yes.
He was
very
like,
tight.
no, don't see me. I don't want you to see anything. And I was like, we were very anxious to know if it's a girl or a boy. I knew it was a boy, but still, the baby Adao didn't want to show his gender.
Little baby doesn't want to tell us what he or she is. I'm sitting here on my side because we couldn't find out. So the ultrasound tech told me to stay on my side, and then she'll come back in, and we'll see. I think it's a boy. I think I saw a penis, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was just umbilical cord. Who knows?
Then the girl there was not really like, I think because they are used to this, she was like a little like not emotional, like, yeah, it's a boy. And I was like, a boy.
Yes. He screamed really loud. So I actually after we found out that he was a boy, Victor screaming in the ultrasound room, I actually came back from the ultrasound with bruises because they were trying so hard to find the baby. Like every ultrasound we've ever done, he doesn't want to show his face. He doesn't want to show his gender. He doesn't like.
And they don't understand why. She said, yeah, most babies do that, but I saw all the pictures she has, and the babies show their faces. But this one covers his face, doesn't want to anyone to see his gender. So I guess he's gonna be very private.
The pregnancy, thankfully, has been actually, for all the struggle of infertility coming up to becoming pregnant, my pregnancy has been really easy.
So easy that Elena is spoiling this kid. Every day I come here, there is a box there with a new bed, with new clothes, with new this and that and that. He's too spoiled. But I honestly, I kind of like, I if this will be our second year of marriage or first year, I will be a little concerned about it. But after 10 years of waiting, I even myself want to buy everything for the baby. I'm like, yes, let's just buy everything. It's the baby after 10 years, so almost 10 years, but still, the wait. I think it makes also everything more special and exciting.
Yeah, he's a wiggler. He loves to move at night, and so there are times at night where my belly will just be rolling, and Victor will look over like, "Oh my gosh, that's so cool!" And I love to his reaction, like, "Whoa, that's so cool!" Because he doesn't get to experience feeling the inside, part of it, but he gets to see it. So when we did our baby shower, we kind of went a little crazy.
Yes, we went a little crazy.
We had about 80 people come to our baby shower.
Yes. We didn't actually invite our friends for the purpose of getting gifts or something like that. It was because we wanted to celebrate our baby.
Yeah.
And
we had
then
a meal, and
many people came.
It was beautiful.
We did something very special. It was beautiful. We have the pictures there. But we got a whole room full of clothes and diapers and lots of things, and it was like, I wasn't expecting this, but you actually filled your car completely of
Two
gifts.
cars, my car and my sister's
Yes,
car.
we got a lot of things. We were so happy. We were not expecting the gifts.
It was really exciting to see, and a lot of people know our story. And so it was really exciting to see how excited they were for us and how excited we were. And it was beautiful. For me, I think what I look forward to most with this baby is just all the little moments. I know this is going to sound weird. I can't wait until I'm breastfeeding him. I can't wait until I see him smile at me. I can't wait to take him on adventures with us because we travel so much. I can't wait to do, all the little things, everything, the late nights, the early mornings. I'm so ready. I just want him here. It's so much, for me, it's such a meaningful thing to have him in real life. So in the future, I'm looking forward to everything. All the little things, all the little moments, all the big moments, all of everything. And I've been crazy already. I keep a journal of all of my pregnancy stuff for him, and I write it to him. And I've kept all of our ultrasounds and all of our tests results and all of our I have every single needle I ever used to get pregnant with him. I have, and I'm gonna put it in a jar and
that's that's more like maternal, right?
Yeah, maybe.
That from my part, I actually started saving money for his college, for mission, that is, I'm more worried about that. But then I can tell actually.
No, but
that's why men and women are very different. Because you are hoping to see those beautiful moments of breastfeeding. I'm not gonna breastfeed him,
but you're excited to lay with him on your
course,
chest
yes,
and
to play with him very rough,
he's already determined that now is going to be a professional soccer player.
Yes, he's gonna.
Yeah, he has his jersey already.
Yes, he has all his stuff, and I love soccer. I play for college, and I'm picturing him playing actually for the United States team, to be honest. And that could happen
in the World Cup, right?
If possible. Yeah, and I'm gonna speak Spanish with him all the time. We already discussed about it. Spanish when I'm at home, English when I'm not at home, so that he's able to speak Spanish. I speak 3 languages. He's expected to speak 4. Yes.
You have really high expectations.
Well, yeah. When you have high expectations, that's when they get to that point.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
My dear little Adele, I'm so excited to meet you and to experience life with you and be your mommy. I've wanted you for my whole life. I chose to have you. I didn't get pregnant just naturally. I had to willingly choose to bring you into this world. And I'm so happy I did, because you've been, so far, the greatest blessing of my life. I hope that as we grow together, you will realize how much I love you and how much I wanted and desired to have you. And what a blessing you are in my life. And never forget that. Mommy loves you.
We are very grateful with the Lord that you were possible in our lives, and soon you are going to be with us. This is honestly not about me, but it is about your mom and how much respect and love she deserves. You have to know that I love you very much. During this pregnancy, I spoke with you, I listened to music with you, and I have developed a great love from my heart for you. I want you to remember that love that I have for you, and there will always be that same love for you. There is no greater love than we have for you. More than the love you will have for us, we want you to have a greater love for our Savior and for our Heavenly Father. Everything that we have done so far, it was because of them, and we're very grateful. Okay, we love you very much.
I'll be forever by your side. I'll be the safest place for you to hide. Your love makes me feel alive. I'll be forever by your side. I'd swim across the ocean wide.